It's Kerry again from Awaken Live Empowerment. Thank you for joining me in my third video. I'm excited you're still with me here. And the things that I have to say today are pretty interesting. And I always make my best effort. It always wasn't like that. I usually gave my 98%, which was a piece of cake, held back my 2%, which was usually a bitch, because that 2% got me into trouble. Things fell apart all around me, usually a relationship. And relationships are important. Our culture today are failing in that area, I think. I don't know if you agree with that, but even at work or wherever we're at, relationships are usually in conflict. So anyways, I was talking in my earlier video about how we can do things online, group workshops. We can go get together in my office. We can go on a nature hike. Just go for a coffee. I can come to see you with mobile. Well, that's just how we do it. What we will be doing is I have many options. One option is a nature hike, which I think is really valuable because we can go on a little hike maybe, it doesn't have to be long. Just get away from the city, the stress and the mess, sit down, have some calm, have some peace, have a little talk. And that alone is very valuable for us. Some mindfulness and some, meaning in our life that we just give ourselves some self-care. So that's the one thing I offer. Another thing I offer is the group workshops, which is our men's group, one of them. And that is a great workshop because men are failing a little bit in this area, especially when it comes to emotional intelligence, and the relationships are kind of being affected by this. And when it comes to ego, men have egos. It's either a healthy ego or unhealthy ego, and we discuss the difference. And when it comes to things like just the heart, using our hearts instead of our heads, and logically trying to do a relationship, that just doesn't serve us, guys. It really doesn't. Women need feelings. We need to be in touch with this. So things like that, or just the hurts and pains that became damaged along the way, the maybe unforgiveness that we're maybe carrying around with us that we're holding on to so badly that really isn't helping us. It's just keeping us trapped. And it's like taking the poison and expecting the other person to die, So we will go through that as well. Another thing that we have is a couples workshop weekend. Empowering Couples, it's called. And it's all about couples having a good foundation. We'll give you the real good basics to run a relationship and how to make that all work with a family if that comes up into play through your relationship. It's there for people that are just meeting each other or maybe be engaged and they want to have this good marriage together, or a marriage that has it pretty good but they want to keep it going that way, or the ones that are struggling and say, where did we go wrong? We need to get back to the basics. So a really good foundation of what it takes to make a relationship work. Yeah. And so I also have emotional eating, and that's kind of been something that's been more and more common these days, is that people are really exercising, they're dieting like crazy, but they're still not losing weight. It could be tied to something emotional, kind of like a struggle you're having that you're just not addressing. So it's, again, putting 100% effort into doing something that's needed with our wisdom and knowledge and our effort and when it comes to eating. And so all these things are options. I have so many more to talk about. Oh, the last one I want to talk about is the door opener. It's about spirituality. We talked a little bit about health. There's mental health, emotional health, physical health, and spiritual health. Now, the 100% is doing them all. We usually put one or two on the back burner, especially the spirituality one. But the spirituality one is the one that's really important to hold it all together, especially a relationship. So I really invite you to go to the door opener workshop. Be just enlightened like crazy. If you're one of those people that said, I just don't know, you need to see this one. It's really gentle and kind, and it's something I think that you could really benefit from. So if you're interested in any of this stuff, then check out my fourth video because it's how to get started. So see you in the next video.